I've been to the snowy wastes of Alaska, paddled the mighty Amazon River. I've even got lost in jungles of Borneo, but nothing sort of scarier and wilder than what is waiting for me down there. Las Vegas! Whoa!
Situated in the heart of Nevada's Mojave Desert, USA, Las Vegas attracts 36 million tourists each year. The original Las Vegas was centered here in the downtown area, before the action moved south along the Strip, or Las Vegas Boulevard, where almost all the new hotels and casinos can be found. The Strip is a 4.5-mile stretch of highway that effectively divides Las Vegas Valley into east and west sections.
Yeah! Vegas, at last, I'm here. There it is, the big city waiting for me right now. Just got to hope to get a lift. Oh! Hi there. How's it going? Yeah, I could. I'll just jump in. I think the thing with Vegas is, like, whatever happens, whatever's thrown at you, just go with it. Woohoo! All right, let's go.
Viva Las Vegas!
Yeah. That's Vegas, yeah?
Yes.
What's the good things to do in Vegas, Vinny?
Everything. Just keep moving, have a good time, and try not to go to sleep at night.
Wow. So what kind of things should I do, apart from not sleep and try everything?
Try to find as many girls as you can,
Yeah?
and have a good time.
Las Vegas has some of the largest and the most outlandish hotels in the world, each one trying to be bigger and better than the other, and it makes it into one massive fantasy land for adults. And I just got to work out which one I'm going to stay in. What's the best hotel here on the Strip, do you think?
They're all the best.
Yeah?
They're all, every one of them's got something different, and they're beautiful. Everybody having a good time? We're rocking and rolling. Rock all night. Oh my God. Even the bikes are dancing.
When did you start being Elvis?
I started about 7 years ago.
Yeah? But what made you, did you wake up and go, I'm going to be Elvis? How does that work?
The people having a good time. How you guys doing, all right?
From Canada.
All right, dynamite. Viva Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
And then some.
In Las Vegas, just finding a hotel can give you jet lag, and most of them being themed, it's like a trip around the world.
Ah, ooh la la, mon chéri. A little bit of French romance, eh? Come on, So, I'm gonna go and check the room out. Look at that. Woo! Wow, look at that. That's amazing. That's the Eiffel Tower. Well, not the original. That's half the size. Incredible. How much does the room save for tonight here?
It's several $100s, sir.
It's several. This here is the backwaters of Venice, but Las Vegas style. It's called the Venetian, and it was built by a rich tycoon who went to Venice on honeymoon, loved it so much that he recreated the whole thing here, and it cost him $1.5 billion to build. All that you see is authentic, built on the original designs. In fact, the only fake thing here is the dodgy Italian accents.
Hey, what's the matter, you?
No,
Make fun of me.
I was joking. No, I was just.
My mama.
I didn't say.
My mama.
I didn't say nothing about your mum. Wow, look at that! I can't believe it. It's like more St. Mark's Square here than in Venice. And the weather's better. Look at that. Beautiful blue skies. Woo!
Inside, the architects have designed an incredibly realistic sky onto the ceiling, so it looks like twilight all day long.
Sorry about that. Look at that, that's fantastic. This is called New York, New York! And it's based on New York of the 50s, and it just looks like one massive cartoon. It's beautiful. This massive glass pyramid is called the Luxor, and it's so big inside the reception you can fit 9 jumbo jets. And at night there's a light that comes out that goes into space that is 10 miles high, and the electricity bill every year is like $1 million. I could earn that a week at the poker table, like that. Oh, that is it. I am staying here. I'm not walking anymore. This is lovely. This is perfect. It's like the Luxor. Could be ancient Egypt, you know. Hey, but I'm not that tired that I can't. For a little gamble.
In the era of global warming and carbon conservation, some environmentalists claim that Las Vegas surely ranks as one of the worst environmental offenders in the world. But hey, those lights kind of look good.
Look at that. Look, I know the rooms can be expensive, but the thing is, you can make your money up because the buffet for breakfast is only like $12.50 for as much as you can eat. So you're sort of saving money. The only problem is that all the machines are on the way to the buffet, and I said about saving money, but I lose it before I even get to breakfast because I just can't resist. I thought I could control it, but oh, wow. Yeah. Come on, come on. Woo. Just nick it. Just go wander in and nick breakfast.
You go around and see all the different food, so you can decide what you want, and then go back and pick what you want, so you're not taking things, throwing it away, and, you know, your plate's overflowing with stuff you really didn't want.
Sorry.
If you're vegetarian or you're just into healthy food, Las Vegas may not be the place for you.
Use a lot of different plates, because that way you don't mix your food together.
Grab it, go back, eat, and get up and get some more. Then we go back out and gamble.
My problem is, when I'm up there, there's so much food. I keep thinking that it's all free, so I have to pile my plate up and up and up, but I'm gonna get through this. Monorail, monorail, monorail.
Thanks for riding the Las Vegas monorail.
Here you go, this is the monorail. It's only like $5 a trip, or $25 for 10 trips, and it goes all along the strip, stopping at every major hotel. So you can just gamble more and more. It's brilliant.
The best views of Las Vegas are to be found at the top of the Stratosphere Tower.
The word Las Vegas is a Spanish word, and it means the meadows, and it was called that by the first Europeans that came across these lands on the way to California and the gold rush. But it wasn't founded until 1905, because when the railroad was built right across America, Las Vegas was one of the stop-off points.
But there's more than one way to admire the scenery.
For all you nutty, stupid adrenaline junkies, yeah, this is the highest thrill ride in the world. You know when you've had your buffet, yeah?
As well as shooting up and down, it also hangs you right out over the edge. At 1,149 feet, the Stratosphere Tower is taller than the Eiffel Tower. That's the real one in Paris.
On average, a visitor coming here to Vegas loses $500 gambling, and that's why the casinos earn about $10 billion just here. But the problem is, everyone thinks they're going to win, big time, get the jackpot. And I'm no exception, but I've got a little card up my sleeve. I'm going to meet George, who's like a gambling expert. Hi, George, sir.
Reformed gambling cheat George Joseph is one of the key figures in gambling security around the world.
So I've got the chips, I've got the hat. Am I looking good for gambling?
I'm not sure about the hat.
Well, what's right? This, I thought a lot of high rollers wore that.
When you wear a hat like that in Vegas, it makes us nervous, kind of like you're hiding from the camera. Probably better if you take that hat off.
Okay, we're going to teach you the basic rules when it comes to playing blackjack. The dealer's objective is to get to 17 and higher.
The choice of gambling games on offer in the casinos can be daunting. They sort of fall into three categories: table games, including card and dice games, gaming machines, like slot machines, and then random number games, such as roulette and keno. Most of the hotels offer free lessons, like here at the Las Vegas Hilton. I'm starting with blackjack.
You're going to receive 2 cards, but you have to keep one hand on the cards at all times.
Blackjack, or 21, is one of the most popular casino games.
If you want to hit, what's
The hand with the total higher than the dealer wins, as long as it doesn't exceed 21.
Ooh.
Can't touch this card. All hit cards stay on the table here.
Okay, so now I just slip that under there, and that means I stop, yeah?
That's correct. 13, 23. Is that how you like that?
Ooh, see that? That's the victory dance. You'll see a lot of that tonight.
Look at that. The objective of this game, there's 36 combinations of the dice. There's one way for a 2 and a 12.
The rules of craps are just a little bit trickier to grasp.
You see the button on off? You're trying to establish a point. These 6 numbers are the points.
I hope you're listening, and I hope you got that, because I haven't got a clue.
Only bring the amount of money that you are willing to lose.
As soon as I'm losing my money, I stop. Or I change machines. I find a lucky machine.
If I lose it, I'm still happy. You know, because I have fun losing it. But most of the times, I don't lose.
Las Vegas is open 24 hours a day. And having spent the whole morning learning to gamble, I know what I'm going to do in the afternoon and evening.
How's it going? Yeah, 15 on both.
No,
Have you
that's
not played before? That's it.
17.
If all else fails, well, you just change games, don't you? I'm going to take a chance on the roulette wheel.
One last chip. It's 100, and I just know I'm gonna win. I just know it. So can I just... Lucky legs 11. This is it. This is the last of my money. Come on. Lucky 11. Do it. Do it. Oh, yeah.
nossas privadas.
I'm in downtown Vegas, and it's weird because it's got a completely different feel. There's no glamour, glitz, huge neon lights. It's rougher. Just feels like a normal town. Wow, look at that. This is the result. That's the mayor of Vegas, yeah? And he's been around in Vegas since the heyday, so if anyone's going to tell me the lowdown and the dirt, it'll be him. I'll just try and get past security to talk to him. Mr. Mayor, sir, I heard that you was like a lawyer or something for the mob.
I represented all those folks who were characterized in the movie Casino.
Yeah.
I played myself in that movie, so I represented all those folks during that time.
So these days, is it still retain some of that sort of like bad boy image?
It's not. Oh, I hope it has a bad boy image, but really, there's no organized crime here. The mob's not here.
Yeah.
People have a good time, but I want adults to have a playland. So I'm very forward as far as saying that anything that goes that's legal is okay with me.
There's more to Vegas than meets the eye, and today I'm going to check out the more sobering side to the city, the Atomic Testing Museum. In 1949, 4 years after Hiroshima, the Russians announced that they too had nuclear capability. The arms race was on. Because of its isolation, warm and dry climate, the Nevada desert was chosen as the testing ground for US nuclear weapons.
That's Vegas. That's the strip and everything. Then you've got this. I don't know if you can see it. That's the blast. That's unbelievable. Well, what did people in Vegas think about it then?
At that time, they really thought it was just a big attraction. It was a significant part of the Cold War, and that Las Vegas had this big part of it.
Yeah.
But nobody was really thinking about the harmful side effect.
The museum has all sorts of memorabilia, including eyewitness accounts with locals who'll tell their own atomic stories.
We'd go out and sit on the front lawn at our duplex and wait till 4 or 5 in the morning for the test that I knew was going to be conducted out at the test site, and just watch in amazement, 90 miles away, the sky would light up as if it were daylight, and that was big entertainment in Las Vegas at that time.
That's a picture of the test site, yeah?
Yeah. It's only about 65 miles northwest of here.
Really?
And you can go out there.
I can go, yeah, but is it safe?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's some contamination, but
Yeah.
they would never take you to the unsafe part.
There's some contamination. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to check it out. That's, well, frightening as well. The thing is I'm absolutely intrigued about the whole business of the A-bomb now. So I got myself a permit, and I'm going to go to visit the actual A-bomb testing site. I mean, that's the place where they actually blew up the bombs. I mean, how insane is that? It's madness.
I'm taking the scenic route today. My journey takes me southwest out of Vegas on Highway 160, through Pahrump and onto the Nevada test site. I'm being met for a tour by my official atomic guide.
Yeah, how you doing? It's Kevin.
Yes, Kevin Rohr. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Is it true that I'm not allowed to cross this line without, like, official...
That's correct. Once you pass here, you're trespassing on Nevada test site property.
This used to be a favourite spot for anti-nuclear protesters, and getting arrested for crossing the line was almost part of the cause. On January the 27th, 1951, the first airborne atomic test was detonated over Frenchman Flat.
It's just phenomenal. I can't even get my head around it. But look, you see where that white structure is there? That's ground zero, where they actually did one of the first atomic tests.
The device was dropped from a B-52 bomber that flew out of the airbase in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
What is this structure here?
This was a bank vault that was built and constructed to see how it would survive a nuclear blast. Wow. As you can see, the forces of the wind and the pressures stripped a lot of the concrete and rebar off the edge.
Yeah.
And surprisingly enough, the door was intact.
Whole dummy towns were built within the blast zone. Needless to say, they were destroyed in milliseconds.
Wow, what is that mess?
This was a test of a fallout shelter design. We're looking at aluminum to see if aluminum would make a good metal to build a fallout structure.
It didn't quite work, did it? Look at that. That's crimpled like a crisp packet.
So across this entire valley, you can see some other fallout shelter designs as well, and we can go take a look at those if you want.
So concrete's the way ahead, really, isn't it? Aluminium,
Very thick
no.
concrete would
yes.
be better than 2-inch thick aluminum.
Yeah.
Very sturdy on the backside.
Yeah. So how thick is this concrete?
This one's about 5 inches thick.
Wow.
Concrete with steel rebar reinforcements.
Blimey, it didn't last, though. It didn't last the blast, did it? Look
Nope.
at that. So how thick? Because I see other domes that survived then, so that concrete's obviously much thicker.
Thicker concrete, better protection, better survivability rate.
Right. Too scary for me. Holy baloney, look at the size of that crater. That's massive.
This is Sedan Crater, about 1,280 feet across, 325 feet deep.
Yeah.
This crater was created by burying a nuclear device about 600 feet underground.
Okay, what was the point of that?
The point of Sedan was to test, can you use a nuclear device to excavate a harbor, a canal, dig a big hole in the ground?
But then you can't use it for about 10 years, though, because of radiation, huh?
There was some residual radiation from the blast, and that was one of the downfalls of it. But from an excavation perspective, it worked like a charm.
Sounds like a waste of time to me.
In 1963, as the long-term harmful effects of radiation became known, all nuclear and non-nuclear states signed the Limited Test Ban Treaty, pledging to refrain from testing nuclear weapons in the atmosphere. At this point, testing went underground. In the early 90s, underground tests were also deemed too harmful for the environment. The Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty was drawn.
Oh, boy. I'm not being funny. Listen to this. How nuts is this? These benches there, this is where the VIPs used to come and sit and watch the show over there 8 miles that way, and the show being like an atomic bomb going off. And they did 14 of them. So you sit here, yeah? You'd have big glasses on, and when the first bang went, you'd have to have your hands in your face like that. Then you can take your goggles off and you get a massive heat wave that hit you. Next thing to come would be the shock wave, and you'd see it coming along. And then after that, and only after that, you'd actually hear the noise from the bomb going off. Honestly, it's insanity. It's just so wrong.
The ongoing legacy of one of Vegas's dark chapters has been cancer and related illnesses from fallout exposure. As from January 2006, over 10,500 claims totaling $525 million have been paid out. Back in the city, I couldn't come to Vegas without taking in a few shows. Showgirls, pop stars, trapeze artists, tribute bands and illusionists. You name it, they're all here. Or have been here at one time or another. This museum is dedicated to the king of showbiz, fantasy and glitz.
His nickname was Mr. Showmanship. He was one of the highest paid stars in the history of Vegas. He was hailed as the fastest piano player in the world, and his record was like 6,000 notes in 2 minutes. He was, of course, Liberace.
Wes Winters is a self-taught pianist who performs daily at the Liberace Museum. Although he can't read music, he once won a Liberace sound-alike competition.
So would you say in some way he was like so groundbreaking in piano play from what other people had seen?
Yeah, he was, because he actually was a child prodigy and he was classically trained. And when he started the television program in the 50s, that's when everything started to take off and change, because that's when the showmanship really came into play.
Right.
He realized that his actual audience was going to be Middle America, and those people did not listen to classical music, so he popped it up.
So he probably made a few people or enemies then, huh?
Oh, a few reviewers didn't
Yeah.
care for it, but you know what? They went home to their little apartment. Liberace went to one of his 7 homes.
Did he drive any of these, or?
This one right here, this is the car that he actually would drive around town. He would go to the grocery store in this car and do
Really?
his running about in this one.
That's outrageous.
But it's
such a tart. One of Liberace's catchphrases was, "My clothes may look funny, but they make me the money."
It's just a little something I had hanging in the closet.
I'm lucky enough to meet Anna Natisse, his friend and clothes designer.
It was wonderful. Lee had a wonderful taste, you know.
Yeah.
He was just a gentleman all the way.
For a designer, it must be the best job in the world, working
Well,
for Liberace.
Of course, of course. He was it would never be another Liberace. Never.
Yeah.
He was the only one.
So now, are you ready for some music? How about that?
Liberace isn't the only Las Vegas performer who loves wearing fur. Magician Ricky Thomas shares the stage with Bengal tigers. I'm about to visit Las Vegas's showstopper, famous illusionist Rick Thomas. And what it is, the guidebook said, if you're lucky, he'll give you a tour of his house, which he actually shares with 10 performing Bengal tigers. Can't sit. Ricky! I just hope that he answers the door, yeah? Rick? Hi there.
Hey.
How's it going?
You did make it.
Yeah, thanks
Found
very
the
much
place?
for this. Fantastic.
No problem. That is, that's Morpheus.
Yeah.
And this is Mercury. I'm Mercury. How are you doing, huh? How are you doing, huh? How come you're so beautiful? How come you're so beautiful?
Yeah, hi, Mercury. I'm over here, yeah, forget that. They look cute and that, but they're wild beasts, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are. You just remembered that they're trained, but they're not tamed.
Where does that come from? That's a white tiger. Where does that come from?
2 other white tigers.
Yeah, all right. I walked into that one there.
All right.
Ricky and his tigers sometimes perform as much as 3 times a day on stage. He has a curious explanation for why he keeps these beautiful animals in cages.
I know that in the wild, that's the place for them to be, but they had to do something. So there were breeding programs put in place to try to save the cat.
Yeah.
Part of that breeding challenge is now they're in captivity.
Yeah.
My situation, at least the tigers every day, we have a beautiful habitat. We get a chance to have the cats run around and do the shows every day.
Yeah.
And they enjoy it. And
Yeah.
I do my very best. In fact, I've spent more on my tigers than most people spend on their families.
There was the thing a couple of years ago where the people got munched up.
Roy?
Yeah.
Roy from Siegfried and Roy?
Yeah. Did it give you a bit of a mortality check, though, you know, working, or did it not?
It didn't for me. It gave me, it was actually about the show. It wasn't about my own personal safety.
I'm not being funny. When that happens, you can't blame the tiger.
No.
You know,
And
that's a
even in
wild
that
animal. We
situation-
all know
In
that.
that situation, we don't believe it where it was an attack anyway, so.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to let you feed one of the cats. You'll see how they turn quickly.
Yeah.
I want to throw it underneath. Hold on. Hold on. Go get that one. Go get that one.
Oh, man. You're right, they have gone mad.
Okay. You're going to take one chub. One chub, you're going to place it underneath this cage right here to this cat.
Right, okay.
You see why you don't want to get involved.
I don't want to get involved, you're right.
Pussycats.
Yeah, pussycats. Meow.
Here. Did the roar not go from your toes right through your head?
Yeah, that is awesome. Honestly, that is scary. That gets your blood going, doesn't it? My God, what an adrenaline buzz, I swear to God.
O Discovery Travel and Living tem
Matinee, and it's scheduled like that for the performers, because they're all senior citizens. Woo!
Well, if Liberace wears the crown of the biggest bling entertainer in Vegas, then some of that glittery magic is certainly rubbed off on these ladies, because they're all contestants of the Miss Senior USA pageant, and they have the final here every year. And I think it's going to be an interesting afternoon. Woo! Ladies, let's go.
Founded in 1972, the contest was created as a response to the growing lack of respect for the elderly in the US. Little did they imagine that it would grow so popular. There are 33 finalists today, each one representing a different state. Entrants must be over 60.
Let's go. Now.
Good luck.
I don't need my crown on, Virginia? I need to have
I think so, yeah. Crown on. Definitely crown on.
In this pageant, the ladies aren't stripping off to their swimming costumes, but they are offering up the philosophy of life.
I've learned not to judge people by their appearance alone, because the majority of the time, you're wrong.
Little tip, who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win?
Miss Mississippi.
Miss Mississippi.
She has the biggest.
Miss, she's got the biggest assets to win, you think, yeah? Okay. Well, you're not doing bad yourself, don't you? I heard, is it true? Miss California's 45? That's what I heard.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen, the 5 finalists.
Been whittled down to 5 people. The judges have cast their vote. And we're going to find out right now who is Miss Senior USA. Hot favourite. Everyone's saying Miss California, yeah? Put your money on Miss California.
Yeah, Mississippi. Yeah, I knew it.
We go in all the shows and see them all.
You should check out Cirque du Soleil. It's definitely entertaining. There's a lot of acrobatics and stuff. It's definitely fun. It keeps you on the edge of your seat for the whole show.
I see the show The Owl in Bellagio, the Le Rêve in the Wind, the Mister in Treasure Island, and it's very nice.
You ought to get try and get your tickets on online before you come, because they go fast.
Some of the shows have become so synonymous with Vegas that they just refuse to die, spawning tributes that keep the legends alive. The Rat Pack, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford and Joey Bishop came together for a series of shows over just 6 weeks.
And this guy, George, who's the usher, knew them all and was around in their day. He actually met them. But, I mean, obviously, this is not the original band now. Hi, George.
Okay. Frank was exceptional.
Yeah.
He would compensate you, whatever, if he asked for a favor or he did something that he wasn't supposed to do to you, there would be an envelope the next day, $500 in there. And Dean was the coolest cat you ever saw.
Yeah.
And Sammy was Sammy. He wanted all the showgirls around him, and it was just fun times.
They were making a movie called Ocean's 11. They got together at night on stage, and they would do the shows, 2 shows a night.
God.
And everybody came to see them. The first night it was busy, the second night it was really busy, and after that you couldn't get in to see them.
Yeah.
They didn't just sell out a showroom, they sold out a hotel and a town. They were the first act to ever sell out Las Vegas. Everybody was coming here to see them. They were an event.
That's amazing.
And it was all in the casino. They didn't need a nightclub. It was in the casino. The people, they were very, the hosts were just super people. I'll always love Vegas. I'll tell you, the Vegas was very good to me. It was very good to my family.
Yeah.
It's a great place to live.
Thanks, George. That's brilliant. Vegas loves you as well, I think. Thanks very much for that. It's brilliant.
Thank you.
Well, I've been a couple of days in Las Vegas, and I love it, but after a time, it does drive you a little bit mad, all the noises, all the lights, So, you've got to find a place to chill out, and what better place than the Grand Canyon. Morning. Welcome aboard. Thanks, man.
I'm taking a scenic plane from Boulder, just south of Vegas, flying over the famous Hoover Dam and Lake Mead. After approximately an hour, we get our first glimpse of the Grand Canyon, landing in Tucson, Arizona, just 5 miles from the south rim of the canyon.
To see the Grand Canyon from the air is one thing, but to actually be in it is a completely different experience. So I'm going to do a little trek down there. Look at that.
I've hired a local guide, but you can do it on your own if you want.
Morning, Kapafi.
Good morning, Ian.
I'm ready. It's a bit cold, though, isn't it?
It is a little chilly, but we'll get on the trail here and get warmed up and head on down.
What's the walk like? Anything I should know?
It's a 1.5 miles downhill. The trail's a little slippery. There's a lot of loose rocks on it you can slip on, so we have some walking poles for you to help you keep your balance.
Okay. That's the main dangers, though, isn't it?
Yeah, slipping. You don't want to fall off the edge because we are going to be on the edge of a pretty large cliff.
There are various trails from the south rim to the base of the canyon. Most of them take about 3 to 6 hours down, where you can camp or stay overnight at the Phantom Ranch accommodation. I'm taking the South Kaibab Trail. It's 3 hours down and 6 hours back up. It's a good one to choose if you only have a day and you want to make it at least halfway down.
Wow, that's nice, that little point there. Like a bit of cheese.
Called O'Neill Butte.
What's that after? Is that a person?
Yeah, named after one of the men who helped build this trail.
Oh, right, okay.
It's a long hike. I mean, we've been at it for 5 hours almost today, and we have an hour, hopefully, more to go.
It's just vast. It's so vast you can't even, it's difficult to consume.
In every corner there's a different view.
Yeah. Of all the, I think, natural wonders in the United States, for us that we've seen, this has been the most amazing.
It's about 1 mile deep on average.
1 mile deep?
Yep.
Oh, it's getting warm. I like it.
It is finally starting to warm up.
Yeah. Take it, the best thing is get out of the way, yeah?
Yeah, you always want to move to the inside of the trail, because if you're standing over there and you get bumped, you'll go a nice little tumble down the cliff. And,
what do they use them for, picking up trash?
Well, all the supplies down at Phantom Ranch in the bottom are all carried in and out by mule.
Right, okay.
Including the mail from down there. It's one of the last places where the old Pony Express is still in service.
Each band of colour represents distinct geological eras. The oldest at the bottom, some 2 billion years old.
Oh, yes. Oh, this is what I left the madness of Vegas for. To come here, bit of wind on my face, fresh air, nice and relaxed, just chilled out, beautiful. Oh. This is it. This is my alternative sightseeing tour. I'm actually off to Chapel now, because as everybody knows, Las Vegas is the wedding capital of the world. On average, a loving couple gets hitched here every 5 minutes, and there's over 50 chapels to choose from. Of course, being Vegas, whatever wedding you want, you can get, whether it's traditional, kitsch, or just damn right bizarre. Hey, woo! Hey! Wow, that's a lovely Cadillac, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I mean, the couple look nice as well, but the Cadillac...
I think they look good. They're from New York.
Are they?
Upstate New York.
Hey! And how does this work? It's like a drive-in wedding, yeah?
They're the original drive-up.
Right.
Charlotte Richards, made this for, actually it started out with handicapped people. This was a parking lot.
Yeah. So this was a parking lot as well, eh?
And this was a door.
Yeah.
And she performed the ceremony right at the car.
I promise to love and cherish you.
For all of eternity.
For all of eternity.
Now you and Marcella, you have come together today, driving up here in the tunnel of love, expressing your love one to another.
So what sort of other famous people got married in this chapel?
Well, we like to think everybody's famous. Like the couple in there, that's our star for the day.
Yeah.
But of course, Britney Spears was married here.
Was she?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Yeah.
James Caan and Sylvester Stallone and his brother renewed their vows here.
Wow.
About 7 months ago.
So are you married?
No, can't pick up a man in this chapel.
No.
You know, they're all married.
That's it, they think. Yeah. Would you get married here?
I would get married at the drive-up.
Wife, and you may now kiss your beautiful bride. Congratulations.
It's beautiful, man.
See, now you can
Came to the States and I met her about 6 months ago and we got along very well and we came to Vegas for a vacation and decided to get married.
I never got married before, so you know, it's like, you know, we are standing there.
And what made you choose Vegas?
Well, we're gonna have like a wedding in Thailand, which is quite a big wedding, like a family thing. So we thought, now we just started to do something for just two of us, and I thought Las Vegas is something that, you know, kind of fun.
More than 100,000 couples tie the knot in Las Vegas every year. If you're thinking of getting married, remember you need to get a marriage license before turning up at the wedding chapel. It costs you $55 from Las Vegas County Courthouse.
Se você adora...
Latin stabilizer toaster. Oh, that's better. Oh, dear. Lieutenant on the bridge.
Michael and Connie, you have come here tonight, each of you agreeing to become husband and wife. In front of these witnesses, your family and friends. Therefore, by the power vested in me by the great state of Nevada and as a minister, acting as the captain tonight on board of the bridge of the USS Enterprise, I do pronounce you and present you forever and ever inseparable as husband and wife. Michael, you may now, sir, kiss your beautiful bride. Here, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, it was her idea.
It was my idea. I don't know, we were looking for something different, something unique, and even though he had, you know, he wouldn't admit to it, I knew he really wanted to do this because his entire bedroom at his parents' house looks like a Star Trek store. So I think you're out of the closet, honey.
You can even get married by the king himself.
Marriage is two hearts with one love that grows greater through the years and is treasured above all else. Thank you very much.
You can't have this in Germany. So it's not possible in Germany to marry with Elvis like this. So we are very glad about it.
Well, here at the Grace of One Chapel, we do have some special vows that need to be said. So look your wife in the eyes and tell her, I promise.
I promise.
To always love you tender.
To always love you tender.
And never leave you at Heartbreak Hotel.
And never leave you at Heartbreak Hotel.
I promise.
I promise.
To take you as my hunk of burning love.
To take you as my hunk.
Wind it up, honey, that's right.
How many Elvises do you think there are in Vegas?
Someone said there's 1,000, but I don't know if there's 1,000. There might be maybe 100 guys, you know. Yeah. And the guys that make a living at it probably goes down to about 10, you know, that make a full-time living. Thank you very much.
So the real question is he still alive? Where is he?
I hope not.
Have you seen him?
If he's alive, I'll be out of a job. So I hope he's wherever he is, stay away, Elvis. I'm doing just fine.
Elvis Presley is one of the great legends of Las Vegas. His amazing comeback gig at the International Hotel in 1969 marked the return from the wilderness. And for the next 7 years until his death, he performed at the Las Vegas Hilton, drawing large crowds every night.
But there's always like one group that have to go a little bit too far, yeah? Meet the Flying Elvi.
Thank you.
What is all this about your fruitcakes?
Well,
how did it start?
The team actually started from the movie Honeymoon in Vegas. The movie came out back in 1991, and the team was actually put together for the movie through the production company with local skydivers.
So you were all in the film then? Or
actually, there's on the team, it's a 10-man skydive team, there's one jumper left that was on the original team in the movie.
Why, what happened to the rest of them?
Well, it's a dangerous sport. No, everybody just retired.
So now what do you do to the group?
Well, we jump pretty much for anything. Stadiums, football games, baseball games. We've jumped into weddings, just any private function.
Yeah. Whatever story you've heard about Vegas, whether it be mad, insane, or just unbelievable, trust me, it is all true. Anything you want, 24 hours a day, but the trick is, don't think about it, just jump in feet first. Las Vegas is out of control, and so am I. Way!